So recursive joins, or also known as recursive query, is an operation used in relational databases that involves repeating the join operation, typically accumulating more records each time until it makes no change to the result. So let's say, for example, if a family relationship is to be searched, let's just say me, and the record for each person has a mother and a father. A recursive join would be one way to retrieve all of the person's known ancestors. First, the person's direct records would be retrieved until no new records are being found. So that's it for the recursive joins, or also known as recursive query. So now we will tackling the outer join. So as you can see, we have a Venn diagram here. So for the yellow part, this is the right, and for the orange part, this is the yellow. So as we can see, there's an intersection here. So that is the resulting joins. So first, for the left outer join, so in order for us to identify which is the left outer join, so we just have to look the left part of this diagram. So as we can see, this is the orange part. Everything that is inside this circle are the left outer join. So as we can see, Patrick, which is joined with the music and dance, Darwin for poetry, and Albert to code. So for these two, they are null. So let's see the table type of this data. So this is the left outer join. So this is the names, the left part, and this is the likes. So this is the resulting join. So as we can see, same as the Venn diagram a while ago, Elizabeth and Maria are nulls because they don't have anything match with the likes. So let's go back. So as we can see here, Maria and Elizabeth. Yes. Then for Patrick, he likes music and dance. Darwin for poetry, and Albert for code. So right outer join is kind of similar with the left outer join, but we just have to look at the other side of this Venn diagram, which is this part. This yellow part here is the right outer join. So everything that is inside here is the right outer join. So same as here, Patrick who likes to music, dance, Darwin for poetry, Albert for code, and for stargazing, no one matches from here. So that would be null. So let's see the table type. Yeah, this is the right outer join. So as we can see for stargazing, it is null since none of the names here matches with the stargazing. So Patrick for music and dance, Darwin for poetry, and Albert for code. So again, stargazing is null. And that's it.
So next is the union, perfect tool for combining a common list of data, one that includes duplicate records. So the union statement combines rows from two or more queries without including duplicate rows. So the syntax for the union statement is query union query. So in other words, the union statement combines the two output select queries. So as we can see, let's just say for example, we have these two tables here. So let's just say the products, these two products, this one which has black chin, ice cream cake, and pussy cake, and doggy doggy. So for table 2, we also have ice cream cake, buko pandan, and sherbet. So in order for us to combine these two tables, these two has to have similar attributes and also similar data types. So as we can see here, they are compatible for each other. So we can now say that these two tables can be combined. So for the result data, we have black chin, buko pandan, doggy dog, ice cream cake, pussy cake, and sherbet. So if we notice here, the ice cream cake part for table 1 in number 5 and for number 1 for table 2, it is combined into one um, data only. So since it is duplicated, so for the result, we will have only one since they share the same datas. That's it.
Union all, but keep all the rows from the given queries including the duplicates. It means all the values that you inserted into the table should show in the output table, even the ones that is duplicated. So the ice cream cake that is duplicated in the table foodies and table cake is shown in our output table. Intersect. The intersect statement can be used to combine rows from two queries, returning only the rows that appear in both sets. So basically, it means the output that should show on our table must be only the ones that appeared in both query or the ones that is duplicated. The syntax for the intersect statement is query plus intersect query. So for our example, so the output in our table is only the ice cream cake because it is the only one that is duplicated in our both queries. SQL join operator. The relational join operation merges rows from two tables and retains the rows with one of the following conditions. It means it should be returning one of these conditions. First, have common values in common columns. Second, meet a given join condition. Third, have common values in common columns or have no matching values. Join operations can be classified as inner join and outer join, which I have said earlier by this. The inner join is the traditional join in which only rows that meet a given criteria are selected, and that join criteria can be equality condition or inequality condition. On the other hand, an outer join returns not only the matching rows but also the rows with unmatched attribute values for one table or both tables to be joined. In addition to that, the SQL standard also introduces a special type of join, which is called a cross join. It retains the same result as Cartesian product of two sets or table.
Hello guys, ayun, pag-usapan natin is about sa cross-join. So what is a cross-join? Cross-join performs a relational product, also known as the Cartesian product of two tables. The cross-join syntax is select column list from table 1 cross-join table 2. Yung cross-join is combination ng rows from first selected table to the second selected table. So, magiging combination lang yan ng rows ng table 1 and table 2. Meaning, every row from table 1 is joined to table 2, rows ng table 2. So, let us give an example. So, I've created two tables, namely table university and table classroom. And I have inserted values in each table. So, ganito yung itsura niya. Kapag ito yung table 1, ito yung table 2. So, gagawin natin, i-cross join natin silang dalawa. So, meaning, every row from this table will be matched or joined by each row of the second table. So, paano natin gagawin yun? As said from the formula, select column list from table 1, cross-join table 2. So let's try. Select column list. So try natin all, select all from. So yung unang table na lalagay natin is yung first table, which is table university. Then cross-join sa second table, which is classroom. And go. Then ganito yung magiging results niya. Ayan. So kung makikita natin, 10 values kasi yung first table. So yung unang 10 values ng first table, which is this one, is connected sa unang row ng second table. And then next naman, yung second set is connected sa second row ng second table. And so on and so forth. So ganun na yung cross-join. Okay, next, we'll move on to join on. So what is join on? Another way to express a join when the tables have no common attribute names is to use the join on operand. The query will only return the rows that meet the indicated join condition. The join condition will typically include an equality, comparison, expression of two columns. The columns may or may not share the same name, but obviously must have comparable data types. So the syntax is select column list from name of table 1, join name of table 2 on join condition. So join on, ito naman is yung nagjo-join sa two tables that have same conditions or same values. So example, gawa natin siya ng example para mas magets. So let's say we have ito yung two tables natin kanina. So pansinin nyo, iba sila ng table pero meron silang same na attribute, which is yung classroom ID. So ngayon, paano natin sila i-join? So gayahin lang ulit natin yung formula. Select column list, let's say all ulit, from table 1, university. And then, join classroom. And then, insert natin yung on clause. On. So, basically, yung on, sasabihin lang natin dyan kung paano natin i-join yung two variables or yung two attributes. So, since may parehas sila na classroom ID, dun natin sila i-join sa classroom ID kasi yun yung same nila na data type. Okay, so gagawin natin, una, since hindi natin pwede lagay na classroom ID kasi dalawa sila, i-specify natin from what table. So, on, una is university dot column name, which is classroom ID, is equal to classroom dot classroom ID. Then go. Ayan, ganito magiging output niya. Ayan, so makikita natin na nag-match yung classroom ID nila. So, kung mapapansin nyo, 9 lang yan. may mga ibang classroom name na hindi nasama and may ibang name na hindi nasama. Why? Kasi may mga values sila na null. For example, this one, number 9. Harlow Andrew. Hindi natin makita si Harlow Andrew dito. Wala siya dyan. Why? Kasi hindi nag-match or wala siyang match dito sa second table. Ganun din, wala tayong nakitang computer log kasi null yung value niya. So, wala siyang match. So, basically, yung join on, pinag-join natin yung dalawang table pero may condition which is yung on. Dito natin sinasabi kung paano natin i-join yung dalawang table. So, para hindi kayo malito, nakakalito kasi kapag university.classroom, classroom.classroom, baka maduling kayo. Pwede tayong mag-set ng alias for the two tables. So, gawin lang natin. Lagyan natin ng as, then any variable or any name or any letter na gusto nyo. For example, let's set the first table as letter A. Then, yung second table, pwede natin iset as letter B. Ngayon, pwede natin ilagay dito sa university, sa table 1, instead na yung name ng table na lang ilalagay natin, pwede natin ilagay ng letter A or yung alias na binigay natin. Okay? So, pag nirun ko yan, gagana pa rin siya. Ganyan pa rin yung output. Okay. Next sa ating topic is yung outer join. So, there are three types ng outer join. Una, left join, right join, then full outer join. So, ano yung pinagkaiba nilang tatlo? So, dito natin malalaman yan. Dito muna tayo sa left outer join. So, the left outer join returns not only the rows matching the join condition, that is rows with matching values in the common column, but also the rows in the left side table with unmatched values in the right side table. The syntax is select column list from table 1 left outer join table 2 on join condition. So, yung left join is ang ginagawa niya, gino-join niya yung two tables na matching values kasama din yung mga unmatched values from the left table. So, ano ba yung left table tsaka right table? Yung left table is yun yung first table. Then, yung right table is yun yung second table na nilalagay natin. So, let us give an example para mas maintindihan. So, let's try mag-join ng left join. So, gayan ulit natin yung formula. Select all from table 1, which is university, and then left join. Left join table 2, which is classroom. Then, yung condition ulit. So, try ulit natin yung condition natin kanina. And go. Oh, may error. Kailangan pala natin lagyan ng alias. So, run. So, makikita nyo dito, kasama na yung null. Okay? Kanina dito, nung nag-join tayo, join on lang yon, inner join tawag doon. Ang nag-match lang is yung mga or yung lumabas lang ng mga value is yung mga value na may match. So dito, ganun din, lumabas din yung mga values na may match, pero kasama yung mga unmatched values from the left table. So yung left table, yun yung university table. So kanina, 'di ba, hindi natin nakita si Harlow Andrew dun sa inner join kasi wala siyang value. So hindi natin siya pwede ilagay. Pero since gumamit tayo ng left join, ibig sabihin, may value man siya or wala, or may match man siya or wala, isasama natin siya doon sa output. Kaya naging ganito yung output niya. Since wala nga siyang value, yung mga value na dapat nakalagay dito, magiging null na lang kasi nga wala siyang value. Pero sisama natin siya kasi kasama siya sa left join. So ano naman mangyayari kapag right join? So let's take the same formula. Palitan lang natin ng right join. So right join naman, from the word itself, parang left join lang siya. Pero yung right outer join returns not only the rows matching the join condition, that is rows with matching values in the common column, but also the rows in the right side table with unmatched values in the left side. So same lang siya ng left join, pero in this case, ang isasama naman natin, instead na yung left table, which is yung first table, isasama natin ngayon yung second table, yung right table. So meaning, ang magiging output dapat nito is yung mga may match dito sa condition na to kasama yung mga walang match sa second table or sa right table. So makikita dapat natin yung computer lab kahit walang may 5 dito na classroom ID. So let's try. I-run natin siya. So ito na yung kinalabasan. Ayan, makita natin ito yung mula dito hanggang dito, ito yung first table, yung left, and ito naman yung right table, yung second table. So nakita natin na kasama yung computer lab 5. Kahit walang 5 na classroom ID dito, kahit wala siyang kamatch, sinasama siya. So yun naman yung ginagawa ng right join. Parang lang siyang left join, pero instead na yung first table yung i-join, yung second table naman i-join doon sa output kahit wala siyang kamatch. Then last, full outer join naman. So full outer join, ganun din. Ang mangyayari lang sa full outer join, pinagsama lang yung left join tsaka yung right join. So let's see kung ano yung kakalabasan niya. Full outer join, or kahit full join na lang. So pag niran natin yan, ang magiging kalabasan yan is lahat ng values ng table from left and lahat ng values ng table ng nasa right, lahat ng nagmatch and lahat ng hindi nagmatch na values. So let's run. So ayan, kung makikita nyo, nandito yung left join, which is yun nga si Harlow Andrew, yung null. And nandito din yung right join, which is yung computer lab. So ito, kahit wala siyang classroom ID or walang value, kasama siya. Ganun din kay computer lab. Kahit wala siyang classroom capacity or wala siyang value, or rather wala siyang classroom ID na kamatch dito sa kabila, sinama pa rin siya. So all the values na walang kamatch, magiging null yung iba nilang values kasi nga wala sila nun. Okay? So to make this simpler, tingnan natin tong diagram na to. So ito yung left table, right table. So, yung left table, ito yung university. Ito yung right table naman yung classroom. So, table 1, table 2. Sa inner join, ang nangyayari, pinagsasama natin yung may match. So, yung output ng table na yon is yung mga values na may match. Next naman yung left join. Ang mangyayari naman dito, ang magiging output is lahat ng values na may match, pero kasama yung mga walang match sa left table, which is yung first table, yung university. Yung right join naman, parang yung left join lang, pero instead na yung sa left isasama, yung sa right table naman yung isasama, yung mga values sa right. Yung full join naman is pinagsamang left join and right join lang. So, meaning lahat dito ng values isasama, whether nasa left table or nasa right table, whether match siya or unmatched. So, yun lang po.
First, the select subquery. You can do this in insert, update, and delete method. In inserting select subquery, it is inserting the one table or the columns to the other table. For example, we have two tables here, table cake and table foodies. This table cake has chocolate and vanilla, and table foodies have maxed sugar and kiwi. Then we will insert the contents or the columns of table foodies table cake. So this is the code. Insert into table cake, and we will select the columns of what you want to transfer to the other table. On this, we will transfer the empty name and exit food price on table cookies. So the result is this. As you can see, it is like joining table foodies to table cake. Next is the update. We will updating the table cake price to the minimum cake price. Example. Oh, remember that the table cake we were talking here is this table cake. So let's continue. The table cake, the cake price will be equal to the minimum cake price on the table cake. So the minimum cake price from this is 10, which is from the max. And using word clause, cake ID in select in or cake ID in food ID on the table foodies. So this will only affect the cake ID in food ID, which is this chocolate vanilla. So the result will this the price of the chocolate and vanilla will become 10, and the snowball and chili will be remain. As is the delete. In delete, for example, we will deleting from the table cake. And still we were talking about the table cake, this table cake. So delete from table cake where cake name in foodies name from the table foodies. So you will delete the foodies name in this cake name. So what are the foodies name in this cake name? What are the foodies name that were inserted to the cake name? So the max is snowball and chili. So when we run it, the result is this, that we the three entries from the table foodies will be deleted. So when we run the code without this, select from without these things, the result will the normal table cake and the table foodies. But as you can see, there was affected reporting, so the process will continue and the changes will be saved. So to see the changes you've made, we will use this, and the result is this. Next is in subquery. In subquery, just like in operator, we use it to compare a column to a list of values. For example, we have two tables here, table customer, column cus code, cus L name, and cus F name. Next, the table is product with column P code and P descript. The values of table customer is this, the code, the last name, and the first name. And in table product, the values of the code is this and this. For example, we want to know who buys the product, like which is like saw or hammer. So in coding, this is the code. Select and the column we want to be in the result. This code. Customer doing on I know doing product on and the in operator or code. Hamburger. We forgot to close. And next one is result is the list of people or customer who buys hammer or so. So you can see the customer code of Jonathan is equal to the customer code of hammer. So he is included, just like Rocky 211 211. So in John Rod 111 111. So Reeves and Rendell Marcos 323 Hammerhead. So this is the in Subquery. Correlated subquery is a subquery that executes once for each row in the outer query. That process is similar to the typical nested loop in programming language. For example, this for loop. For int x is equal to 1 and x is less than or equal to 2, x increment. Inside the outer for loop, we have this for int y is equal to 1 and y is not greater than or y is less than 2 or equal to 3, y increment. So when we print this is the result. So you can see it prioritizes the process of this for loop. So until this loop doesn't reach the maximum of 3, the x will be still 1, just like in correlated subquery. For example, you want to know what vendors you must contact to start ordering products that are approaching the minimum quantity on hand value. In particular, you want to know the vendor code and the name of vendors for product having a quantity on hand that is less than double the minimum quantity. So we have two tables here, table vendor with B code int and B name varchar, and the second table is table product which have P code int PQOH or quantity on hand int P discrete varchar and P minimum. So we are inserted values on vendor name Rohan, Payuso, Gio, Josuke, Koichi, and Jotaro. So when we print this, select vendor. This is the result. 1 Rohan, 2 Kayuso, and so and in product we inserted the value 60 for quantity on hand on paper and the minimum is 30. So when we print this, also same values on Pico 1 to 6. So when we want to know what vendors you must contact, we must type select Pico the result. This first table is the vendor table, and the second table is the product table, and the third table is the vendor you must contact on ordering products, because as you can see, 1, 2, 3, in this condition, vendor V code is equal to the product V code. So 1, 2, 3, GU 1, 2, 3, which is the blue. So in this condition, P quantity on hand is less than the P minimum times 2. So blue 45 is less than 2, 35 times 2, which is 70. So 45 is less than 70. So GU is included. Same as with G. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Also 5 in pencil. So 50 is less than 80. And the other 30 is less than 40. So Rohan, Ayuso, and Josuke is not included because Rohan having B code of 1 and also is equal to product code of 1, which is the paper. 60 is equal to 60. So 60 is not less than 60. It is not included because it doesn't have the equal sign, or 60 is less than or equal to 60. So you may notice that this condition is the first one to execute it